Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the New Season Podcast, where every day is a good day. Every day is a good day. Now, we spoke about this last episode. I gave you guys some tips that I use to make sure that I see every day as a good day. And those tips were one, it's a choice that I made. When I made the choice to live by the motto that every day was a good day, it really switched on my brain to look for the good. Yes, I see the negativity. I feel the effects of the negativity. I never want you guys to think that I say that every day is a good day and with the perception that every day is perfect or that anything is perfect, because it's not. But I've also learned that in the imperfections, there is always good. Okay? So every day is a good day. It's my choice that I've made. I also had to embody, had to understand, had to accept that no one owes me anything. No one owes me anything. Regardless of what I do for other people, regardless of the how kind I am, regardless of anything, they have a choice to behave in the way they want to behave. They have a choice to say what they want to say. They have a choice to move and how they want to move. It is my responsibility to guard my own heart. If you say something or do something that I don't agree with, I don't like, and I voice it, but it's your responsibility to change it. If you don't, or it's your choice to change it. If you don't change your behavior, it's now up to me to decide if I'm going to stay or if I'm going to leave. It's up to me to decide what I'm going to do next. Because if I decide to stay and you're still doing the things that I don't like, it's no longer your fault. It's my fault. Because I am now hurting myself. Because I've already told you what I didn't like. You still do it, but now I'm staying. See the difference? Another thing is, with no one owes me anything, it has taught me how not to expect so much from other people. Not saying that they are bad people. What I'm saying is folks got their own stuff they trying to figure out. Folks are not perfect. People are trying, they're living this life and they're trying to understand things in life just as much as I am trying to understand life, right? And so I can't, if I put these high expectations on them, one, they can't do it because they're unable to. They're going to fail me, basically. People are going to hurt you. People are going to fail you. And for me to continuously put these very high expectations on them, like, don't break my heart, don't hurt me, don't, always be available for me. Say the right thing at the right time in the right tone. Don't use that facial expression that hurts my feelings. Come on, now. Really, don't use that facial expression because it hurts my feelings. You get my point. They don't owe you anything, and this has definitely lowered my expectations, and it's really unfair. I've noticed that it's really unfair for me to ask these things or expect these things for other people. Okay, I think you get it. Also, I am standing on the promises of God. God told me these things. He told you these things too in His Word. The question is, have you accepted them? But He told me that I am His daughter. I am His child. He told me that He made me in His likeness and His image. He told me that He has breathed air into my lungs. All this inhaling and exhaling is all Him, okay? He gave me the breath. He told me that He gave me a purpose. He told me that He will never leave me or forsake me. He told me that I am more important than the birds and the lilies and the tigers and bears and the polar bears. As cute as they may be, they are not as important as I am. So, leaning and standing on those promises is what's keeping me I don't want to say motivated, because sometimes motivation dies. It keeps that fire burning. That fire, that simmer is still there. Because your girl not perfect. I'm gonna say that 1,000 times. I am not perfect. There are times where I still slip back and I'm like, oh my Jesus. Why? What? No way. You gotta be kidding me. And I'm like, is this really gonna work? Is this how I talk to God, okay? God, what are we doing? What are you doing? I don't see what you're trying to do. I don't understand. And then Holy Spirit comes in like, girl, do you not let me roll out the list. You not remember this, and that, and this, and this, and that, and this, and that. Okay. So why are we worried about it? Okay. This is like a constant, this is how I see things. Okay. Holy Ghost is like rolling out the receipts, a whole mattress, a whole blanket of just receipts that just keeps rolling down the road of everything. It's like remember. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, get it together. Come on. That's just how I did. Okay, whatever. And so with these promises and these reminders of what has happened in the past, it's keeping me focused on every day really is a good day. My community of friends and family and mentors. A lot of us feel like we don't need mentors, but you do. A lot of us think that we need to surround ourselves with people who are like-minded. Be careful with that one. The reason why I say be careful with like-minded people is if you want to stay on the same level that you're at, keep surrounding yourself with only like-minded people. If you want to elevate and grow and hit a target, hit a goal, hit some success, so forth and so on, you need people who are already at those levels so that way they can pull you up. Big difference. So stop saying, I just want to be around like-minded people. They can be in the mix, but they don't need to be your only mix. Okay, I think y'all got that one. So those are things that I use, tools in my tool belt that I use to ensure that every day is a good day. But another question is, how does the day look? How does it look? Okay, I have my tools, but what am I looking for me to know it's a good day? And that's what we're talking about today. So let's talk about it. There are a few things I want to hit before I make the point of how a good day looks. Okay. Point number 1. Every day or a good day it's not going to look the same way to you than it does to me. We're two different people. Okay. We have different perceptions. We have different filters of how we see life. So a good day is not a one size fit all. I don't really think there's a such thing as a one size fit all. Just because you can put the garment on don't mean you should wear it. I'm just saying. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so no, every day or a good day is not a one size fit all. We're all different. We have our different perceptions. We have our likes, our different likes and dislikes and so forth and so on. Another point is there is nothing new under the sun. Nothing. So I noticed that we look for new solutions. I've already done that. Oh, that's old. That doesn't work anymore. And it does. It does. Okay, Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9 through 11. It tells us that there's nothing new under the sun. It tells us that everything that we think is a voila moment is not voila. It already happened. Everything is just repeating itself in a sense. Okay. So there's nothing new under the sun. The solutions that people are giving you, you may think are old solutions or they're outdated solutions. But the difference is I'm just giving you a real life example. So I was talking to one of my friends recently, and I was trying to give her some advice about some stuff. And she was like, well, I've already done that. The difference is you did it, she did it, but she didn't have a relationship with God when she did it. Yeah. So even myself, okay, I gave her that, and that, to be honest, was my own revelation at that time. I was like, oh, that was for me. That wasn't even for her, girl. You got the byproduct of the Holy Spirit talking to me, okay? A lot of things we have done to get over situations or to have a solution for situations, and we're like, I've already done all that before. Yeah, but the difference was you weren't in a relationship with God. Just saying. You may have not had the right heart posture at that time. Heart posture is a big deal, because what if your heart posture was a broken heart, an unhealed heart, a angry heart? Your heart had no love in it at that time, and then you tried the solution and it didn't work because you was in the wrong heart posture. Okay, so there's nothing new under the sun. But now that you are a king's kid, you know that you're a king's kid. You know, we're decluttering some stuff, right? Your heart posture is getting better. It's gonna get better this time. So now another thing is, where are you currently? So GPS works like this. You put the address in to where you want to go. The GPS gives you a locate. It gives you the directions to get there. But first, it has to pin where you're at currently. So where are you at this moment? I named my podcast the New Season Podcast because calm down, Brianna. I'm getting excited. Okay. I am getting excited because I finally figured out how I wanted this episode to go. Y'all, I have recorded this episode now at least 5 times. At least 5 times. I wrote it, then I recorded it, and then flow. I rewrote it, I re-recorded, I rewrote it, I re-recorded. And I'm like, yo, why is this not, it's not giving me the zing. It's not giving me the, and I'm already nervous when I hit the submit button, when I hit the play or the download button or whatever, I put it out there. Your girl be sweating as it is. So I need to at least have the episode where I love it, in a sense, And so I have done so much for this episode, y'all. I'm being vulnerable. And finally, it's coming together. And I'm gonna be honest. So as I was writing this, it took me yesterday. Today is actually Tuesday. Y'all just now seeing it on Thursday. But so I'm recording. No, today is Monday. Sorry. Today is Monday. Y'all won't see it until Tuesday or Thursday. Y'all get the point. So that means I went to church yesterday. Okay. And I heard the message from Pastor Rocha. I really hope I pronounced his name correctly. He's the pastor of the Voss Church. Okay. And his message is what really confirmed and gave me what I needed for this episode. So thank you, Pastor. Okay. But I'm excited. Let's get back on topic. Where are you right now? Where are you? The podcast is titled New Season. It's a new season because you will never go back to the old season. Even if you have to retract or if you have to go back and visit some things, it will still be a new season. You're always moving forward. We're never moving backwards. Okay. However, I learned this recently from TJ, Pastor TJ from Heart Rev Church. And then it got reiterated again yesterday from Pastor Rocha with a little more seasoned salt to it. And together, it just made the stew. All right. And so there's a difference between a season and a cycle. This is what I learned. Don't take it as if, oh my God, Brianna's brilliant. No, I have people who are more brilliant than me and I listen to them. Okay. So a season are things that are, you know, it only lasts for maybe like 2 months, 3 months. So we got winter, spring, summer, fall, winter, spring, summer, fall. Some of us, including myself, have found ourselves in no longer seasons, but now cycles. Because that cycle lasted you, like you've been in this season for the last year or 2, 3, 4 years. That's not a season anymore. You're in a cycle. You have not broken the cycle yet to get out of that situation. See the difference? Big difference, right? So where are you? Are you in a season or are you in a cycle? I definitely went beyond my nose. Okay. Now I remember back in 2015, 2016, I fell hard. I fell really, really hard. To be honest, I don't even think I fell. I was already walking downstairs. You know, I was walking downward because I was running away from so many issues that I was dealing with, and I had just came to shore duty from ship duty. If you're in the Navy, you know what I mean. Ship duty means you're on a ship and we're out to sea. And I was out to sea more days. Just know I lived on the water in my first command. Okay. And so when you're on a ship, you are always on the go. You don't have time to sit and think and process and just be with yourself. No, you're always moving to the next thing. There is no, while you're in one evolution, while you're in one thing, you're already planning the next thing while you're doing the one thing. Okay, there is always overlap. Okay. So now I'm in that world and now I'm coming back, or now I'm on shore duty, and now life has slowed down. I can't get busy enough to continue to run away from my problems. And now everything from toxic relationships to unprocessed emotions to misunderstandings to religion issues, all of it hit. Frontal lobe. If there's any part of the brain I know this is the frontal lobe, okay? Somewhere in this region. Everything hit. Bam! And I had nowhere else to run. So during this time, it turned into a cycle and it was no longer a season. Because I was in this mindset for at least a good 2 or 3 years. Now, why did it last that long? It lasted so long because now looking back, I can see now. It lasted that long because it is really easy to just sit in the funk and stay. It's easy to pinch a tent and sit and stay in the funk. It takes work to get out of the funk. We in the funk. You gotta have that funk. I don't know where that song just came. It just came out of nowhere. Okay. It takes work to be happy. It takes work to have joy. It takes work to heal. And a lot of us don't realize that it actually healing, you have to go through pain to heal. Like you have to go through some painful moments to heal. And we don't want to go through that part. So the GPS tells you how to get to your destination. But on the route to get to the destination, it's going to be a painful route because it takes effort. You got to face some things that you don't want to face. You got to accept some things that you don't want to accept. You got to go through a lot of stuff that you don't really want to deal with. Cans of worms are going to open when you're healing, when you're on the process of healing. Okay. I'm going to come back to that one, right? But where are you right this moment? Are you depressed? Are you suffering from some anxiety? You know, are you sorting through a loss? Maybe you lost a job, a relationship, a friendship. Maybe you lost a family member recently, right? And all these things really are under the same umbrella. Like they all go into the same emotions, if I can say. Yeah, they all go to like the same emotions you deal with. Maybe you lost yourself. You no longer know who you are. I know I've lost myself multiple times in life, in a relationship, in my career, in my duties. Not this one. Not this one. So some people lose themselves in their duties as being a mom and dad. Right? People lose themselves in being a good husband and a wife. Some people lose themselves in trying to impress their parents and being a good daughter and a good son. And what I mean by lose yourself, Matthew chapter 22, verse 34 and 40 through 40. It tells us to love God with all our heart, with all our mind, with all our soul, with all our body, with everything, with all our being. And then he tells us to love ourselves. No, it tells us to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. We read that as though we're supposed to give all our energy to other people. But he gave us a standard. He said you love other people based on how you love yourself. You love them at the same standard as you love yourself. So now if you see yourself giving more to other people than you give yourself, you've lost yourself. And then another thing is too, if it's really easy to give more of you to others than you give yourself, that means you're out of relationship with God. Because the more, at least what I've noticed, the more that I learn about God and the closer I get to him, and the more I stay with him, my cup is steady being poured into. So whatever I do to please him is pleasing myself, is loving me, is pouring into me. And now when I love you, you're getting the overflow of my cup. Okay. I hope you guys get that one. So where are you at the moment? What are you dealing with right now? And now the question is, where do you want to go? This is where the how does a good day look come in. Where do you want to go? For the whole depression situation I was in, and there's other events where I've been depressed and I've had issues. I just know that one was by far the worst one. And I feel like it will be the worst one because now I know Brianna and I have a lot more tools to help me not slip back into that hole again. Okay. When I made the decision that I no longer wanted to be depressed and I no longer wanted to be sad and I no longer wanted to be in that pit, that was a good day. That was good day number one. Now you're like, wait a minute, what? So what do you mean? Okay. From Pastor Rocha's from his sermon yesterday, he came from Luke 11. Let me find it right quick. Where are you? I should have typed it in my notes, but I didn't. Oh, do I not have it anymore? Oh man, Brie, you are bugging. Hold on. Okay. He was in Luke chapter 17, verse 11 through 19. This is where Christ saw a group of lepers in Galilee and Samaria. And hold on. Yeah, I want to fact check myself. I'm not trying to give y'all the wrong information. You will not sit here and have the right to say Brianna misquoted that thing. Nope, I read it. It's right here. Okay, so Jesus was traveling to Jerusalem, okay, and he was along the border of Samaria and Galilee. All right, and he found 10 men who were suffering from leprosy. Got it. And so the message I got from this was these men The miracles of them being healed didn't take place until they start walking. He told them to go and show themselves to the priest. They had to get up and start doing something. To be honest, they had to make a decision. This is me. They had to make a decision to even get up and start walking. So even in the decision that I made that I no longer want to be in the state is a good day. The decision you're going to make to say that you no longer want to feel the way you feel is a good day. Because now you have activated faith. Your decision, your moving is activating the faith. You're now switching your brain to look for solutions that's going to get you out of that state. Great day. Okay. Another one. Let me find it. Let me back to my notes. Okay. My destination is happy. I no longer want to be here anymore. I want to be happy. Me saying that, I now have a destination. My GPS, I have accepted where I'm at. I've accepted that I am sad. I have accepted that I am depressed. I have accepted that I want to go to Happy Land. Okay? I feel like when I say Happy Land, that sounds like a drug. Okay, not the drug, but I want to be happy. That's my destination. Great day. This is a great day now. Because now I'm about to start switching my mind is switched, and I'm about to start looking for solutions to get myself out this hole. All right. Along the way, you know that little blue line you get on the GPS that shows you that you're driving? Okay. Along the way, I had to stop running from what happened. Good day. Along the way, I had to accept what took place for me to even get here. A lot of things took place. I had to accept everything. That really did happen. Good day. Along this path, I cried. Good day. This is a good day because a lot of us don't allow ourselves to cry. We push away our emotions and we think that we are being strong. You're not. Your emotions are only going to stay there and they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you're going to blow up like a ticking time bomb. Ignore your emotions are not it. Even Christ didn't even ignore his emotions. Jesus wept. If Jesus can cry, you can cry. Okay. Let it be that. Okay. Let it be that. I have been that person where I'm like, I'm not going to cry. They're not going to see my weakness. They're not going to see that they affected me. I cry now. I don't care. Whatever. I'm going to cry. So I allowed myself to cry. Good day. All right. I accepted my faults. Good day. I made mistakes. A lot of them. Good day. I accepted that I could not do anything to change what had happened. Good day. And then it got to the point where, because I told you guys it was some toxic relationships going on, okay? I went 24 hours without calling him. Good day. Good job, Bree. 24 hours. You didn't call him? Now let's do it again. All right? And it was hard because I really just wanted to call, okay? But I didn't call. And then it got to the point in this toxic relationship, I blocked his number and his social media. Bam. Good day. Good day for me. Okay, what else? Okay, I gotta give y'all a little background story on this one. Okay, so during this time, I remember, and it wasn't all about a boy, okay? It wasn't all about a man. It was other things that was going on for me to go in this deep depression. But I remember it was so bad that in my refrigerator, I had no food. All I had was coconut rum and orange juice. Like, I'm literally looking at the refrigerator back in Sacramento in my old apartment, and all I had was coconut rum and orange juice. Dang. So I would come home and I would just get drunk and I would go to sleep because it was my escape to leave my thoughts, to ignore everything, because my mind, sober Brianna, is always thinking, okay? And now think of depressed Brianna and her thoughts. Oh my God. It was horrible. I'm smiling not to cry again, okay? Dang, that was a bad situation. Okay. But now on my list, I wrote down, I got to the point where I drank one less glass of rum. Good day. Some of y'all are running away from your problems with a bottle, with some alcohol, with some weed, with some cocaine. Now, I never did all that. I never did the cocaine and the crack. I never did all that. But some of y'all are doing it. Some of y'all have hit some hard drugs, okay? But one less glass of rum was a good day. I actually bought dinner. Good day. I actually ate the dinner. Good day. Okay, I am still sad during all of this. It is painful, but these are still good things that happened that was leading me, that was walking me on my path to get to healing. All right. I went grocery shopping. Okay. Good day. Okay. We're grocery shopping now. I got to the point where I wasn't crying as much. Okay. I went a whole hour without crying. Good day. Okay, Brianna. I began journaling. Good day. All right. All these little steps that you would think like, oh, that's nothing. Oh, no, there's something. Okay. Good day. And I'm pretty sure there's some things that I had listed would actually work for the other situations that you may see yourself in. Because a lot of things that I had listed earlier leads into depression. If you lost your identity and into other things, you're probably tracking to go into depression. If you lost a family member and you don't have the right mindset, that can take you into depression. A lot of things that we go through, if we don't have the right mindset, we don't have the right tools, if we don't have the relationship that we need with God, is going to more than likely lead you into depression. Just saying. Now, even looking back, when you look back, you got 20/20 vision. How much time we got? Okay, I'm gonna hurry up. All right, so even looking back, I see the lessons that I learned. What did I learn? Depression taught me that the reason why I kept waking up is because there was more to my story. Some of y'all are on the brink of suicide. I was there too. I remember I had the idea numerous times that the pills are right there. I have a nice combination. I'm looking at my cabinet right now in my kitchen. I have a nice combination of a lot of over the counters. And some reason there's something got to get fixed. The military medicine, VA medicine, they will load you up with medication. Boy, it's crazy. All right. But I'm like, yo, I have a nice helping of pills, over the counter, prescribed, everything. All I gotta do is take them all. And I won't have to deal with the pain anymore. Some of y'all are on the brink of doing just that. But you won't do it, and I'm glad. Some of y'all don't want to wake up. But I learned that the reason why I kept waking up, because I didn't want to wake up, the reason why I kept waking up is because there was more to my story than just that. the pain that I dealt with at that time was not in vain, because now I'm able to share my story and help other people. I don't know if y'all understand this. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But for me to now be introduced to people who who are experiencing the things that I have experienced, and you will learn more about me as this podcast goes. And for me now to be able to relate, like personally, going through the funk, no, I don't want that. I never wanted it. But now to be able to feel that person when they talk and be able to have a greater understanding of what they're saying, and now me be able to tell them what I've gone through, and now see that person go from where they were and now they're smiling and they're happy and they are healed, and now it's like day and night. Oh my god, it is amazing. It is like he said that you plant the seed, we water it, and God does the increase. So now, by the grace of God and my stories and my situations and yours too, if you use it, I can plant a seed, I can water it with my stories and my situations and my examples and my triumphs through God. And now God just increases it. And now it's like, wow. You know, we of course we give all honor and glory to God, but this is a team. Like we are in team. Like we are a team with him. He tells us to sow it and to water it. And it doesn't mean, it's not just me watering it, right? I now have a community of people where all of us can pour some water on that seed. No, we don't drown it. Okay, don't drown the seed. Don't put too much on them. Allow some sun to come through, all right? But to see that actually happen is it's amazing. Okay, so my pain was not in vain. Because I'm now helping people in their healing process. I now have a lot more clarity about myself, about God, about myself, and about other people as well. That's what that depression did to me, right? I learned that I cannot be so judgmental towards other people, and I can't just write folks off because they're going through stuff. They're going through things. Unfortunately, they go through things and the crap just hits you, okay? They're trying to figure it out and the crap hits you in the face. And I know that there's a lot of times where my crap hit a lot of people in the face as well. So I'm sorry. But I'm here now. You know, look at me now, you know? Feeling good. Okay. So let's go to like a more recent event. All right, of how the good days work. So just a reminder, a good day does not mean that every part of the day is going to be amazing. All right. Remember the example I gave you. You can be in a flower bed and smelling all the good smells, smelling the roses, and you still get cut by a thorn. You can be in the rose, or you can be in the flower bed and frolicking and skipping in the flowers, right? And a bee will still sting you. So it's not always rainbows. It's not perfect. Good days are not perfect. So I remember I had just separated from the military back in 2021, and I began a business. Awesome. I understood the risk. I understood what could happen. But the thing is, money has always been really a big deal to me. It really has. And it's not necessarily the paper, it's what money does. I have seen the effects of not having enough money and the effects of having enough money. I've seen both effects. Okay. And so it's not necessarily the paper, because if you really dig into it, money is worthless. But it's what the money does. And so before separating from the military, I made sure that I had things in place. I had the savings account. I had some stocks. I had life insurance. I had different things in place. And so I was able to start my business and be able to live off my savings and everything that I had built up until this business starts to grow and be prosperous. And the business was profitable, but the business also didn't make it. Okay, it died. Now I'm in a situation where there is more money going out than coming in, which means your girl gotta get a job. Shucks. Now I'm thinking to myself, you know what? 12-year vet. I'm an E6. I was an E6. I'll work my butt off, okay? I learn well, I work well, and I'm about to get this job. Not so much. I put in applications. I put in I even bought a professional resume, and no one hired me. This felt horrible. Why? Because now once again, it's not necessarily the money, it's what the money does. The bills are still rolling in, people. Okay. I'm tired of sending that email. I'm sorry to inform you. I'm sorry to inform you. I'm sorry to inform you. But the thing is, I can't send Flagstar, my mortgage company, a letter saying, I'm sorry to inform you, but you won't be getting paid today. Okay. So all this stuff is like really, really messing with my confidence. Outside of that, my self-image is going down because I know I'm a great worker. I did all this stuff for 12 years and you are rejecting me. Am I good enough? Apparently not, because no one's hiring me. And I also learned from other vets that it wasn't just me. A lot of vets was going through this. There's actually, I'm looking this up right now. There's actually an article, or the National Library of Medicine actually wrote this. And they were saying that vets suffer, a lot more vets suffer this. They're unable to find work upon their discharge. And we know this, but the difference is you don't think it's going to be you until it's you. And now I'm going through this and I'm wondering, like, what's going to happen? Am I going to lose my house? Am I going to lose everything that I worked for? This is also, during this time, I decided to go back to church. I didn't want to. Okay, the only reason why I went back to church was to prove to myself and other people that I didn't need to go to church. Well, I'm still in church now. Okay, so I did not prove anything for that one. I also did not want to go back to church because I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to be the prodigal son. I didn't want to do all that. I didn't want to be that person that, when things don't go well, now you want to come back to God. I didn't want to be that person. I really didn't. And yes, it was all ego and pride. That was the reason why those thoughts even hit. And these people who embraced me didn't even think that way. It was me. It was like Satan talking to me about these things, right? So I finally went back to church. This is where I learned my identity. This is where I got my identity. This is where, not necessarily the church, the people there helped me in getting my identity back. It helped me in building the relationship that I needed with God. I was already on the course and learning who I was prior to going to church, but now it just added those extra ingredients that I really needed, okay? The point I'm trying to make is I went back to church, it didn't work. I was still having issues financially. I did not find a job. People think I'm gonna go to church and get my life right and things gonna change like immediately. No, that did not happen at all. During this time, I saw that I had to learn how to relinquish control. Once again, I am a recovering control freak, okay? And it's really hard because I now have to learn how to relinquish control and allow God to actually take care of me. I have no job. There's no money. I had a little bit of money coming in. I had like 1,700. Nope, at that time it was 16 because VA it increased. It was like $1,600 coming in. All right, this is fresh. This is last year I'm talking about. All right, and that was all I had. And of course, my bills are way more than $1,600 a month. I had to learn how to relinquish control. The control that I really didn't have. But the control that I thought I had to really get to the point to say, I trust you. I remember keep hearing that question over and over and over. Do you trust me? Do you trust me? Do you trust me? And to be honest, no. No, I don't. Like, no. Look, I've asked you for a job. I haven't gotten a job yet. I asked you for a job and I still have not gotten a job back. And so you keep asking me if I trust you. No. That's honest. That's an honest conversation I had with God. So when did the good days start? The good days started when I went back to church. That was a good day because he didn't change my situation. He changed my mindset. It went from Brianna got it to no, I don't. God got it. It went from me being Mrs. Fix It because I believe me, you give me a project, that bad boy gonna run like butter, okay? But it went from me trying to control my life, control what's happening, control the finance, control everything around me in my life, and be like, God got it. It's not even me, okay? It's me waking up saying, thank you. It's me waking up saying, God, give me my daily bread. Because he already got it. You know, it's me. You know how a kid, my nieces and nephews, they don't wake up worried about anything. They wake up and they start playing. It got to the point like, Brianna, I need you to go back and to be a child. Go back and be a child. Can you wake up in the morning and just say thank you and just do whatever it is that you want to do? That was tough. Go back to season 1. I'll break it all the way down for that one. But the good days rolled in when I made the decision. This is when I made this decision, really. I made the decision during that time that every day was going to be a good day. And that's actually when I launched this podcast last year, around the same time. The good days began when I made the decision that I want to learn who I am in God. My question changed from who am I to who does God say that I am? That was a good day. The good days happen when I begin to move. The longer I sat here in doubt and shame because I wasn't making any money, because I was in worry and all the negative feels, the longer I sat in that, nothing was happening. It was not a good day. When I changed the mindset that it's going to be a good day and I no longer want to be in this mindset, that's when the good days start rolling in. It goes back to the Bible verse, Luke 17, 11 through 19. This is what Pastor Rose just talked about yesterday. And it was like, ta-da! This is the puzzle piece that you're missing for this podcast episode. Thank you. Okay. So when I start moving, that's when the good days begin. Okay. So I had to become vulnerable and tell people that I was having financial issues. Child, the ego, I'm getting hot thinking about it. The ego was struck, okay? The thought hit me like, Brianna, no one can help you if you don't tell them what you need help with. So you mean tell me I gotta tell these folks that I'm having financial issues? Yeah. Do you want a job? I did it. It was a good day. I cried my eyes out during this time. I told God that I was afraid and I was angry. Those are good days. Because a lot of us are so afraid to talk to God and to tell. We have been taught for so long that we only go to God in reverence, and we got to have our eyes closed, our hands clasped, and we got to be on bended knee, head bowed. I don't know. We got to do all these different things, and you better not talk back to God, and you better be respectful, and this and this and this. No, ma'am. Because you're doing all of that stuff, and your heart and your mind is saying other things. He already knows what you're thinking. You might as well go ahead and just say it. Okay? I am mad. I am angry. I don't see this happening. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep my house. They keep telling me to sell it. The bills keep rolling in. I have a negative account, and I don't know how this $1,600 a month is going to keep me above water. That was a good day. Because now God is like, I'm gonna show you. I still gave my tithes and my offerings during this time. Good day. That was a maturity level for sure. Okay, let me see if I can find it right quick. Because I know I'm over time. I try to keep y'all here for only like 45 minutes. And I'm at 52 minutes. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, so let me find this right quick. Mark chapter 12, verse 42 to 44. She gave her last. She gave out of lack while everybody else was giving out of abundance. Okay, that was me. I only had $1,600 coming in, and I'm still giving. Boy, maturity was building during this time. Okay, I was still volunteering at church. Okay, I was volunteering. I was worshiping, and not just at church. I remember there were days I would be at this house. Yeah, I'm at home. I would be at this house and I would be crying and worshiping, and I'm still trusting God gonna make it work. The day that I began trusting God, that was a good day. Now, this trust kind of went back and forth. Okay, we had a lot of conversations like, hello, I don't see what you're doing. I cannot see over the hill what's gonna happen, right? But the fact that I stuck with him along the way is a big thing. Good day. Even when I slipped back into my worries, it was a good day. Why? Because when I slipped back, I still talked to God. Good day. And I still decided to get back up and keep going. Good day. So even during all of this pain and this anxiety and depression and everything else, I'm still with God. Good day. And you know what happens? This unique thing happens when you really stay and you stick with God and you grow this identity. Because this entire time I was growing my identity in God. You gain confidence, clarity, understanding. You start to get stronger. Your faith turns from blind faith into like power faith. Well, I put proven faith. You go from blind faith to proven faith. Because during this time, people start doing things for me. In this time I had to learn how to be honest with what was going on, open up to people, and allow them to take care of me. Because people be like, oh, I can buy that for you. And I'll be real quick saying, no, don't worry about it. I can see my guardian angel. Girl, this is a blessing. Let them bless you. Say yes. But my ego was so high. And even today, I still have this problem now. I'm working on it, okay? It's a lot better. I told you I'm not perfect. My guardian angel is telling me, take the blessing. You ask God to help you, and they're here to help you. Take the blessing. All right. So everyone started to come together and they started to help me. I started noticing that I was getting money in weird ways. Just out the blue. A little check here. Look, I got a check. For what? Oh, this is back pay? For really? Oh my God. The business that I quit was still paying me from residual pay. Girl, boy, let me tell you. I'm like, oh, you know what, God, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, huh? You've been doing this for some time now. Okay. And then it was like, Brianna, what do you want? I want to go. Do you want to go back to school? Not really. I need you to go back to school. I don't want to go back to school. I need you to go back to school. I go back to school, and of course, the benefits were there. The benefits were always there. I just didn't want to accept them. So I'm going back to school. I'm getting paid. I am really right now at this moment in time because I never got a job until recently. All this stuff was happening last year. It took all that blue routing, the process to get me to the point to accept that God's gonna take care of me, to accept that God had the control the entire time, to accept the blessings, to allow myself to receive and let the ego go, let the pride go, for me to get to the point where I finally got a job. The job did not come until after all that stuff. And I recently just started working part-time this past June, actually. But the thing is, though, the big difference here is this. Because I started going to school, and now I can just go to school and get paid. I'm good. You know, I can just sit back, relax. I could be at home, go to a coffee shop. I can make my schedule around my homework. And I'm just going to school and I'm still getting paid. Dang, this is nice. And so then when the job came about, I had a whole new mindset, a whole new heart at this time. Because I knew that God was in control, I was picky with what I want to do now for my job. So the person, and I love this person to death, but he made a comment. He said, I understand that you're looking for a part-time job. You've been having some financial issues, and we just want to bless you with this. I don't know how I said this or why I said it, but it came out. I said, I thank you, but I don't need this job. What? I don't need the job? I am now in a position where I can choose if I do not want to work because of the heart posture and the position that I was in. I'm like, no, I can be picky in what I want to do. Why? Because God is in. I said, I don't need this job. The only reason why I'm going to do it is because I want to. I put what I want on the table. If you give it to me, great. If you don't give it to me, great. I'm still good to go. Y'all, Brianna today is not the Brianna last year. Boy. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up because we passed an hour, I'm pretty sure. I hope y'all got my point. I hope y'all got the point that I was trying to make today. Every day really is a good day. Even in the storms, even in all of it. Looking back, you see the good days. Like, oh man, that was actually pretty good because I learned so much from it. Going through it sucks. I am not afraid to say that sucks. God, this sucks. Okay. What I need to do. But the movement that I took and the decisions that I made is where the good days began. Man, okay. That's it. I hope you guys got something from this. I really do. I am so happy that I finally got through recording it because I have done this so many times and I was just getting more and more upset because it has to come out on Thursday and I was nowhere anywhere close to this. And I'm so happy that I heard the message yesterday and it just filled it all in for me. So, once again, every day is a good day. Look for the positivity. Know that God is there. Just turn on the switch to even the decision. The decision is your switch to have a good day every day. And I promise you, when you do that, your relationship with God will get even better and you will have a good day every day. So, until next time, ciao. Have a great day on purpose. And I'm so excited for what is to come for you and your family. Bye.